All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? And welcome. Welcome back. I guess is what I really should say primarily here. Welcome back. Because, ladies and gents, it is official. I am back from break. If you're not aware here, hold on, I'm adjusting my microphone because it was not the proper length. I'm back from break. DSP here on the stream. And as of today, it is official. I am resuming my daily gameplay streams right here on DSPGaming or on thekingofhate.com, depending on where you watch. So yeah, hello and welcome. Thanks for being here for my return to stream. It's been a bit. If you're not aware, this past week I took some time off. Actually, it was about a week and a half at this point. To spend time with my parents who came and visited me and Leanna. And together we did a lot of stuff. We went out to dinner 4 times. We did some shopping together. We did some home improvements together. In fact, I actually did a vlog video of all the home improvements that we did together that I'll be releasing either today or later in the week. I think I may hold it off a little bit, simply because the past few days I've put a bunch of videos up on the King of Hate vlogs. Now, if you're not aware of what videos I put up, I have been covering E3. I covered all the major press conferences, which included EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Microsoft, and Sony. And my recap and reactions to those press conferences are all live on the King of Hate vlogs right now. They're actually in their own playlist, so you can watch them nonstop. And the good thing about this is 2 things. Number 1, you get a cool recap of those press conferences without having to watch all the bloated bullshit. You know, you watch these press conferences, there's a lot of talking, a lot of fucking nonsense in between. Cut through all that, and usually these summaries could take a 1 to 2 hour press conference and summarize it into around 20 minutes. So you get that, and that's good. A lot of people even messaged me yesterday and said, thank you for saving me 6 hours of press conferences today. I watched your 2 to 3 videos, which took about an hour, and I got all the news that I needed for the day. So that's cool. Number 2, you get my take on the stuff. You know, I've been around the block here on YouTube, doing gameplay coverage every single year. And I love giving you my opinions on E3. This year is no different. We had some great press conferences. We had some shitty press conferences. And we had a few that fell in between the level there. So please check that out over on the King of Hate vlogs, especially if you have not been following along E3. It's a good way for you to get an abridged summary of what's been going on. So because I've been doing all those videos on the vlogging channel, I decided not to really release too much else yet. But I do have this vlog of the home improvements we did last week. And I will be releasing that later in the week, if not today. We'll see. But probably later in the week. So as of today, I'm back. And what that means is that every single day here, you're going to have a gameplay stream. If you're wondering what exactly I'll be doing, well, here, I'll give you a very brief summary. Today, as you can see, we're doing a Resident Evil 7 teaser called Beginning Hour, excuse me. I did not expect to be doing this today, but I knew with E3 this week that there was going to be some surprise, surprise things, right? There were going to be some surprise announcements. Resident Evil 7 is certainly one of them. The fact that the game seems to be a reboot, well, not really a reboot, but a redo of how the gameplay is going to be. I cannot wait to play this demo. I've heard good things about it. I've heard there's multiple endings, and so it's worth at least 2 runs through to try to get both endings. So pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this. All right. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably do, like I said, around 2 runs through it. And hopefully I can solve all the stuff and figure everything out. And get all of the content out of it. Now, if this ends quickly, which it might. I mean, it might finish within an hour, hour and a half. Who knows? Then there's also the Halo Wars 2 beta, which launched yesterday. And it took me all night. I downloaded this on my Xbox One overnight. Left it on, came this morning, turned it on, it says, oh, it's only 90% done. What the fuck? So I resumed it, and then it finished. So apparently this thing, if you're not sitting at your Xbox to babysit the download, the thing dies out during the day, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But I digress. We've also got the Halo Wars 2 beta on deck. So we're going to get Resident Evil 7 first, and then we're going to probably be switching over to the Halo Wars 2 beta. And that's going to be today's gameplay. Later tonight, I am not going to be doing any streaming or videos or anything, because what I'm going to be doing tonight is actually researching E3. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to look at all the stuff that wasn't in the press conferences that I watched. So, for example, Today, Nintendo's been streaming Pokemon and Zelda all day. So I want to look at that. I want to absorb that. I want to see what are they offering with Zelda and Pokemon. Does it look good? Square Enix has been showing a lot of Final Fantasy 15 and Deus Ex, supposedly, and I want to try to look at that. And, of course, apparently there's been a ton of information coming out of places like Telltale Games have been showing off their new Batman game and stuff like that. And I want to try to get all that absorbed in, because what I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow, I'm going to start working on the best and worst of E3 countdown for KO Gaming. It's going to be an edited style video where I basically kind of say, here's what I thought was the best stuff at E3 this year and the worst stuff at E3 this year. So it should be pretty fun to do that. I've never done that before. And I think that people over on my KO Gaming channel will appreciate that, because it's a different kind of content that people seem to really enjoy, these countdown style videos, okay? So that's going to be starting tomorrow. I'll start work on that, and they'll probably be releasing, you know, Thursday, Friday, and what I may do is like the best things of E3 and the worst things of E3 countdowns, like 2 separate videos. We'll see. I'll see how long of a video these end up being. So, that's going to be a fun week. Now, after today, what gameplay can you expect? Well, I definitely want to do more Witcher 3 DLC. I just barely got it started. I think I played like some 7 hours or so of it before I ended up going on break, and then it's just been in hiatus. So I definitely want to do some Witcher 3 this week. In addition, I definitely want to do more Persona 3 this week. Those 2 things, have been on hold for a long time, and I want to try to get, a decent amount of content out of them. So maybe a couple streams of those each this week. If anything else happens, anything else with E3 suddenly releases out of nowhere, I definitely consider doing it. But really, the only thing that really happened outside of the Resident Evil 7 teaser and the Halo Wars 2 beta is a new game called Trials of the Blood Dragon released, which seems to be a combination of Trials and Blood Dragon. And I asked in a Twitter poll last night, I said, what would people like to see me play more? And that came in last. People said they would much rather see me do more Witcher, or do more Persona, or do the new stuff, and totally ignore that game. So I think that goes to show you how popular that game seems to look amongst gamers. It looks really stupid, in my opinion. I thought it looked stupid. So really, there's nothing else out of the norm for me to be doing. All right. Now next week, there's new releases. Next week is Mighty Number 9. Yeah, if you can fucking believe it, Mighty Number 9 is finally coming out next week, supposedly. And also, I don't even know if this is true or not, but I looked it up, and apparently the release date for Resident Evil Umbrella Corps is next week. I don't know if that's still true. I was actually waiting to see if there was an update at E3 about that, and I haven't really heard anything yet. So, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens next week. It may be more Witcher 3 balanced with that or whatever. The last week of June is going to be a lot of fun, because now not only do we have Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, which I was planning to do co-op with Leanna on days that she has off from work, but also we've got a new game from the makers of Limbo. It's called Inside, and that's also releasing the final week of June. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. We'll be able to have 2 new games, and of course, in early July, I'm going to be doing my multiplayer event with patrons, by which they're going to be playing with me, multiplayer games. And right now, there's only about, I'd say, a couple dozen who've posted up. I hope more are going to post up on thekingofhate.com, or else it might be a really fast event. I don't even know what else to say. It might be one of the quickest events ever, because I told people you need to post up. You need to tell me when you're available to play. And right now, I think only a couple dozen people have really posted up. But we'll see, we'll see how that goes. There's still a lot of time left. All right. July still seems like a dead month. I'm sorry, it just does. Doesn't look like there's anything really going on in July besides maybe 1 to 2 releases. And but August is stacking up to be pretty good now. August actually seems to have like there may be a lot of stuff near the end of the month. The thing is, I'm hoping that game We Happy Few comes out. Apparently it's supposed to come out like in July or August for Xbox Live Preview Premium buttfuck members or whatever it is. I guess if you pay a premium something, you play games ahead of time. Don't ask me how. I don't fucking get it. But I'd like to play that game. A lot of stuff at E3 that I'm excited about. That's what I want to talk about in my countdown of kind of the best and worst of E3. So that'll be coming later this week. So this will be fun. I hope this will be a fun stream. I hope this will be a fun few weeks for you heading into July. And then in July, I'm just going to basically have to plan out some special stuff for everyone because it's a dead month. There's almost no new releases going on. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that at the end of the month, new Street Fighter stuff. Street Fighter 5 is supposed to be getting Ibuki and story mode as well, which I'm very excited to try out. So what else is going on? Not much. Not much. I just kind of want to get into this, into the demo, rather than talk too much. But I haven't streamed for a while. All right, so bear with me. I need to do my gratuitous plug segment, and then we'll begin. All right. So first of all, thank you to those of you who've been patient, those of you who've been understanding with the time off that I took. It was necessary. Good to see my parents. Good to do home improvements. A lot got done. All right. And I understand I wasn't live streaming every day. Thanks to those of you who are already back for more. I appreciate that. Thanks to those of you who not only watch the streams and the on-demand videos, but you spread the word. You tell other people when I'm doing fun stuff so they'll check it out. Word of mouth has been huge this year. A lot of people have come and checked out my stuff either for the first time or for the first time in a long time. And that's awesome. And I've had some awesome business results the past few months, and I hope to keep that up throughout the next few months. So thank you for that. There are a few ways. If you enjoy my content, you like this daily stuff, you like the coverage I did at E3, you like the vlogging, you like the videos on KO Gaming, you like the gameplay footage, if you like everything, alright, if you like everything, please consider doing the following, because this all will help the business. Number one, social media, @TheyCallMeDSP. Please consider following me there. As you know, if you are a follower of me, it's very informative. Every single day, I'm giving you information on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. I have a schedule update every single night that I post up there, so you know what to expect in the next few days. It constantly fluctuates, so it makes sense to follow me there. In addition, I share my thoughts on things like pop culture and things going on in the media. If I'm watching a cool television show or a movie, if I'm having a good meal, I share all that with you on social media. So it's cool that for those who do follow me to be in the know. If you want to be in the know, it's @TheyCallMeDSP on Twitter or Instagram.com/TheyCallMeDSP. So consider following me, okay? Number two, an Amazon associate link is present in the description of all of my videos and live streams. I haven't been around doing live streaming or videos for a few days, so I've actually noticed that pretty much no one did anything with this while I was on break. But that's cool. Now I'm going to start mentioning it again. Check it out. Check the description right now of the stream you're watching, and you will find the Amazon associate link. Now, if you live in the United States and you already ship on Amazon.com, if you click on that link and you shop as normal, I get credit. I get referral credit, and it helps out the business, and it's not huge. It certainly isn't making me a rich man, but every little bit helps. So please consider doing that. It's just something you can do that's really not too much work, right? In addition, Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil is a critical part of my business this year. It's allowing me to keep doing this full time. I said it before and I'll say it again. Patreon is the reason why I'm still able to do this full time this year. It really is. If I didn't have Patreon support, I probably wouldn't be able to do this the way I'm doing it. I'd have to do it on a more part-time basis and probably go get another job. So I'm incredibly happy for the over 200 people and growing who pledge to my Patreon every single month. Pledges get you personal perks, such as text thank yous, which, for example, there was a text thank you given just at the Weekend Preview this past Sunday night. You can get verbal thank yous in videos like Ask the King, which, by the way, there will be an episode of Ask the King coming up. It's either going to be the last week of June, or maybe it may end up being early July. I'm almost thinking I'm leaning more towards early July, like maybe July 6th or 7th, because I do have that multiplayer event coming up for patrons, and it may make more sense to delay it a little bit. So yeah, there's a new Ask the King coming up where people will be getting that text or that verbal thank you. You can also get premium forum access, which allows you to check out patron sections and vote on patron events. Like I said, right now, patrons are in the process of voting on what day they want to play multiplayer with me and what games they want to play. So that's really cool that patrons have input on stuff that I do, right? You can also get a private Q&A video made. There's a lot of stuff you can get as a perk at my Patreon. So consider pledging, especially if you like the daily stuff, you like the videos I'm doing, you want to go the extra mile. Obviously, it's not mandatory, and no, all of my content is always free. You don't have to pay to see anything. But it certainly helps that people have been contributing and allowing me to do this as a job. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please consider doing it. Even as little bit as $1 helps. And you may not think so, but the bottom line is, the people who use Patreon are the most successful, have a ton of people giving a little bit, and I'm not kidding you. The majority of patrons for people are people who give like $1 or a couple bucks, not people who are giving $100 pledges. That's crazy. You know, if all of the people who watch my stuff gave $1, I would never have to freaking care about YouTube ad revenue or any of this shit ever again. Just think about the video that went viral, the Homefront, the Revolution video. If every person who liked that video gave me $1, I wouldn't have to worry about revenue for like 2 months. But you see what I mean? But we're not there yet. I gotta keep plugging it, gotta keep working towards it. And thank you to those of you who already do pledge. Please consider it, okay? And then last but not least, my girlfriend, Leanna, has her own business where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. In fact, right now, I shit you not, well, she was.
Well, I finished.
She was downstairs taking pictures of her new summer line of product, which is a whole new line of soaps and wax tarts and new scents, plus some of the most popular scents at her shop have been returning since they've been out of stock. They're coming back. Woo! So check it out at etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant, spelled CURRANT. Her new summer line of products will be launching, I guess, within the week.
Yep, by Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, she just has some work to do because, you know, my parents were here, so she didn't have the opportunity while they were here to work too much on that. But right now, she's working on it. And, you know, it's going to be great. A lot of people wonder, why does Phil plug? Why does Phil plug this business? Bottom line is, even though you may all be gamers and you're here to see gameplay, this stuff is great. Most of the people who check out it are actually viewers of ours. They tell us, we're a viewer of yours or we're a follower of yours on the internet. We tried out your product. We love it. Just check it out for yourself if you don't believe me. Gina Saji just put up a link of it in the stream chat. And if you see, it's all positive feedback. Everyone who orders loves the stuff. So I certainly hope that you'll give it a shot as well. You may just find that you like it, or it could be a good gift for someone.
Oh yeah, I do custom orders. I did one recently that was, how many bars of soap was it? Like
I don't.
10 or something?
It was your order. I don't know how many it was.
It was huge. I don't remember because it was a little while back, but it was huge and it was for a birthday and it was great. Came in a nice little basket.
Right. She does do custom stuff. Don't think that she only just sells individual bars or whatever. No, she'll do custom orders. She'll give you, you know, a group discounts if you're doing a big order.
Yeah, bulk. I do bulk discounts if you order a single of an item. Like if you order a single set of wax stars, I can give bulk discounts.
Yeah. So check it out. Etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant. Very nice. All right. So that is it, everyone. It is time to begin with the gameplay. Thank you for sitting through the gratuitous plugs. It is now time to begin. Hope you're excited. I'm excited. And let's do this, all right? So let's end the pre-stream, and let's do it. Resident Evil 7! There you go. All right. Let's do it.